Hey Knight, how's it going? It's good to see you. I started really late, so I guess that's fitting your schedule better. It's like morning time for you now, like 9:30, I think. Great. Yeah, just woke up. Nice. I hope you had a restful night's sleep. (8:30). Oh wow, it's more than I thought. GTA on release next year sometime. So much work to do. Beta should be done before then though. That would be nice. So you'll get to see that, and I'm thinking maybe a demo. Did that skeleton die immediately? That sucks. I took right good care of the tower as well. I suppose that's probably a good thing. Damn it. I bought a Wacom. I don't know how to pronounce that. Wacom? Wacom? Wacom. It's on its way here in the mail. Have you ever had one before? I had a bamboo once. It was pretty crappy / I was pretty crappy with it, so I didn't really get much use out of it, but I've heard good things from other people. But that's cool. You're gonna be drawing stuff. We start in the mountain map, and I want to check if we can transition up to the mountain. I have a tiny non-graphics tablet, and I'm decent with it. That's cool. So is this one that's going to show you what you're drawing on the tablet itself? Because that's pretty cool. The one I had didn't, and I was like, I just couldn't get over it. I didn't understand how people draw, because I need to see what I'm doing as I'm doing it. I can't look at the screen but draw with the pen. It just never worked for me. Maybe I didn't practice it enough or something, but... Floating ship, hell yeah. Travel to mountain. So that would be if dialogue target is equal to no. Let's work that out. So we're looking at dialogue. So what are you gonna draw with it? Are you still working on Dr. Smash, or has that been paused? Dr. Smash is paused. Ballsy, it's a go. Have I heard of Ballsy before? Can't remember. Want to make this simple puzzle game first? That's probably a good idea. Like something smaller, kind of more manageable. I mean, I don't know anything about that. I'm making a very small, manageable project, so I don't have any of those concerns personally. $643.25. Hey, Crib. That takes care of that. And we've got some quests to trigger. I'm in this situation where I have like 20 new servers. Some of them I'm root on, some I'm not. I'm fighting between all the support teams to get vendors access. That sounds like a fun time. My favorite thing this morning was a vendor being like, "What's this for?" I had some pretty crazy access in one of my workplaces that I shouldn't have. Just had everything basically. Working in a bank. Not great. Yeah, it's pretty scary because I'm like, I don't even want the responsibility, if that makes sense. It's not, you don't want the possibility to be doing anything. And like, I was just running SQL scripts against these databases. I didn't know, like, I don't think I had any dropping rights or anything like that, but who knows, if everything else was set up so badly, then it's possible. I don't have to worry about database security because everyone where I am is too afraid to conjure SQL. So do they just run reports and stuff like that? I was kind of responsible for making reports, but that wasn't even in my job description. It was just, we need the information. I was like, well, it's in the database, so let's just pull it out. I thought it was really interesting. End up doing a lot of schema changes in non-prod because no one else wants to. I mean, that's probably a good thing that people have learned to be afraid of the databases, but it might get to a point where it's over the top. Well, it's Oracle, so their fear is partially warranted. That's funny. So do we have a little gnome boy everywhere? I'm not here. So placed the stuff here, but I'm thinking just the way that landed isn't great. Sort of move you a bit here. Maybe the gnome should be directly under the airship. I think that'd be kind of cool because he's like taking shelter from the rain. I think that works. So like, I don't know if that's the shadow. I'm gonna try and put him here. So the airship needs to move down a couple of altitude for that to work. Yeah, that's kind of like, at first you'll be like, that looks weird, but actually there'll be a purpose. Can we move him one to the right, or is that too much of a shift? It's alright. Swamp airship. So now we should have a fast travel location there. Well, it's not necessarily a fast travel location, but I think it should be. And I should have updated that first. And it won't work because I haven't added a reference in the checkpoint file, so that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Where's it? World map? Yeah. Forest airship. Okay, so that should be fine. Okay, this looks good to me. Actually, held down the right button there. That's that. And here we're good. Here we're good. Not good. Okay. Checkpoint. I think I just didn't update the map, probably. And then we good. Okay, what next? Mountain airship I think I just did. It's fine, yep. Mountain swamp is fine. Mountain temple is fine. Snow I think it is fine, it's just not showing here. Yup, and temple is not. Okay, cool, so it's the last one and then I'm done. I guess it's not quite right because there will be a map at the edge of the forest, but I don't know what it's called. No, it's not here, it's in the green swamp actually. Green swamp forest, okay, that's cool. So we'll do that as well. So that's 19. Hey, Bite Man, how you doing? Good, just mess around in Godot. Yeah, how are you finding it? I haven't used it, but I've heard good stuff. I think how are you finding it is a very Scottish expression. What do you think about it? It's probably a better way of saying that. 460, 245. Absolutely love it. Awesome. If I were to switch from default, from let's say AM, then Godot would be the first thing I looked at. That's for sure. That thing needs to move back out of my face. So what motivated you to use this engine? Well, I needed to switch because I was using Flash and Flash was dying. I looked around and I found some other stuff like Love 2D and things like that. And I liked the look of Lua, which is what they used. But I had even struggled setting up the engines. So then I found default. I can't remember how I found it, but I was Googling a bunch of stuff. And it was super easy to use. Used Lua. Deployed really easily to Windows, Mac, Linux, and mobile. So I was like, that's great. It's really flexible. And I tried it out and just kind of stuck with it. What's the third thing there? Attunement? Oh, like the portal, I see. Cool. So, I wonder what enemies we have for this template. I think, did we make a separate file for that or something? Enemy locations? Yeah, I think so. Okay, I like that. So we can say, I'm gonna say that like in the beginning, before the puzzle, I'm gonna have all the humanoids, and then after you pass it, I'm gonna have the monsters. I think that's cool. That'll work. Because they can fly. These can fly, that's a ghost, and this is an ooze, so they can definitely crawl through obstacles and stuff, so that's good. I'm feeling it. Green Swamp Forest is one of those. Parked our little airship over there, so just need to fix all this. So Green Swamp Forest, we may as well have a default starting position, which will be actually see if we can add a conditional for that. So no airship as a setup. Check for deletion, that's fine. Setup. Alright, so that already checks for floating, I guess. So this is check for deletion happens, and then we set up. Okay, so then we'd have an override here. Or we could slot in any overrides we wanted in case, you know, for instance, in the Green Swamp Forest, we might say don't float the airship if we haven't resolved the quest issue there. So that's fine. Don't mind that. So that's 20. 55 to 70. Then we do the world map. Oh, I haven't even done this. Okay. So that's number 20, and it's in Green Swamp Forest. Oops. There we go. Of course, it didn't update the map, so that's not going to do anything. Export it. I think I did. Okay, that's cool. So that's all those added. That's good. Guys, I'm gonna go for a very quick break. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So what do we need from this? Let's see. First I'm going to bring up the character notes for this guy. So we talked about Temple and a Dark Swamp, that's about it. In terms of the world map, this is quite a difficult one to navigate, so it would be useful if the gnome could give some pointers. I think. Got an unused map, huh? I think. No, that's some old version, isn't it? I think. So I'm definitely gonna have. Why do I have to go on foot? Move the ground. So if that's too mean. Preliminary surveys indicate temple on a northwesterly peak. And what's a volcano crater called? Volcanic crater. I'm sure it has a name. Caldera? Cauldron-like depression that forms following the evacuation of a magma chamber / reservoir. Yeah, that's perfect. Peak. So contained in a caldera in the northeastern part of the range. I can't see clear paths on the mountain, but my barometric thermal sensors picked up a network of caves within the mountain. Perhaps you can navigate those. Hey Danaxi, how are you doing? It's been a while. How is gaming doing? It is going well, but there is lots to do. Didn't find thanks you? All good. All good. Good to hear. Hey Jeremy, how you doing? So I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. When is it coming out? Next year. Not too bad hump day, it is indeed. Gibberish machine print on it. Yeah, it's an RPG. Covered by sheep. Covered with. That particularly is hollow. Cool man, I start seeing mine. Appreciate it. And it's hollow all over. And these points here indicate entrances to the mountain. Did you check E3? Not directly. I mean, I've seen some reactions and stuff like that, but I wasn't watching it myself. Were you? Are you excited about Cyberpunk? Ranger sleep schedule, that's not good. It was weird, so many only videos, no real gameplay. Yeah, I mean, I suppose that's what looks good, you know? Hey, demon. Vroom vroom. Are you done yet? Depends what you mean. Anything that got you excited? No, not really. I'm not really into gaming much. I like making game, but I don't like playing game. I mean, I'm looking forward to playing Borderlands 3. Annoyed at the green screen. Why are you misbehaving? Which part is it there? I don't know if I can make that any better. That does look better. You don't play. I play some games, but like I wouldn't. Well, case in point, I would never stay up to watch E3 or even really watch it, even if it was in the right time zone. So I'm like, I play games, but I'm not like super interested in like cutting edge gaming. Don't you think it's something you should follow more closely if you're wanting to get into game dev? I'm in game dev already. Well, yes, I do. I like. I watch a lot of Let's Plays and stuff of different games just to know what's out there. In the same way, I don't play many games, but I love doing game dev. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I used to play more games when I was younger. When I was a kid, I loved playing games, but less so these days. I do play games, just I don't play big variety. I don't, and I replay them a lot, which is, it's like, I guess it would probably be a better experience if I played new things, but it tends to find some games I like and then just play them over and over and over again. Weird, never thought that would exist. It makes, I think it works. It's kind of different. Is it different? I would say like game dev and playing games, they're not the same as activities. But like, I guess, can you be a chef and not like food? Or not care about food? Apparently I feel those two are closer. Well, I mean, I feel like it is as well, because like a lot of the stuff I get out of game dev is kind of like, you know, you're faced with a problem, you have to find a solution for it creatively. That could be a game. Just don't like most games these days. They're all way too complicated, too many controls and storylines are crap. Really, is that the case across the board? Because isn't there a lot of like casual stuff? Well, like you can be a chef and not like eating mushrooms or Thai food, but that would be like being a game dev that doesn't like shooters, but you know, plays everything else, kind of thing. I love an analogy. Can we go to the temple? Yeah, I'll play quick 5-minute games on my phone or old classics on ROMs, but AAA games on consoles just take too much effort from me. Yeah, I can see that. I've seen... I mean, I like AAA, I like Borderlands, I like that a lot. But it definitely has lots of weaknesses. But it's... let's see. A lot of AAA stuff I've seen seems to have been like too simplified. I've watched... I think my brother played like Assassin's Creed or something, and it was very much like there's like a kind of a trope that it's like press X to like play game basically, because there's a big thing and they're like, oh, you have to investigate this crime scene, but investigating the crime scene is literally just go up to things and press X. That's like it's not really a challenge, is it? I don't know. Maybe I'm being elitist. I think I could not do it like that. Would feel too disconnected with the audience. That is definitely a problem. I do worry about if I'm making stuff that anyone's gonna like. Hey, water retard. I'm doing good, how are you? Visible in the snowy forests of the north. Lights flash at the top. What's this thing you write dialogue in? It's called Twine. I think this is a link for it. Totally just misspelled that entirely. I think that's it. Maybe not. Let me check. Yeah, their just security certificate seems to have expired, so the HTTPS site isn't a good idea. Flash menacingly. The best kind of light. About the games becoming too easy, there's an idea that I found that actually makes sense games to be like that. That's the fact that in some games you're an all-powerful character, then that relation some action might need to be like that, otherwise it just seems stupid. A superpower hero could not do things that come easy to humans. Yeah, that makes sense, of course. There's an argument that it's a power fantasy and like sometimes you just want to relax and be super awesome kind of thing. So I get it. I guess it just means I don't like it. I'm not saying it's necessarily bad. Probably one of the reasons I didn't like Skyrim as much as the other Elder Scrolls games. I could see that. Never got that, but recently I find myself liking this type of games for the same reason as you mentioned. It's just relaxing and I think also being a beast in games. Yeah, I mean I can see that. I like that if it happens, if I've earned it. Like some runs in Binding of Isaac when you get like really lucky with some like really awesome item combos and you become unstoppable. It's like the runs are like 30 minutes long and then like 15 minutes in you might become unstoppable, and it's fun for those last 15 minutes to just absolutely destroy everything in your path. But if it was a game where that was just normal, I don't think I would like that, because it feels unearned. If it's an RPG, I like starting out at the bottom of the chain. Yeah, exactly. Reminds me of Diablo, Mephisto, and Bale runs. Well, I never played. I mean, I played Diablo 2 lots, but I never played multiplayer, so I didn't do stuff like doing runs. First get the true game, then be all powerful and farm the heck out of it. Yeah, so like I never did the farming part basically, or the all powerful part, to be honest. Thinking back feels so autistic, but it was fun. I can see it. Like, it makes perfect sense, but it requires a specific kind of thing you want out of it. I really enjoy the character building process. I hate end games. Like, it was funny, like, noticing just how different it is. Like, if Kat and I go back to a game we've played before, she'll say, well, we had a save file, why don't we just continue from there? And I'll be like, are you kidding? We could start new characters. That's the best part. So we're just like different preferences for that. It's kind of cool. Meet up. Yeah, but then you never reach that. I know, but like it's just literally just different tastes. I just don't care so much about that. I get enjoyment from leveling up and from upgrading skills and finding stuff. Reaching the end is fun for like 5 minutes. Then I'm like, why am I here? It's about the journey, man. Sometimes I totally put off finishing a game because I don't want it to end. That's sweet. Oh, teach me, Sensei. I care too much for finishing games that it actually prevents me from playing some because I know I cannot finish them due to the time needed to finish. I had that. Don't know. But yeah, I mean, it is just different preferences. So before... What's your favorite game, Donaxi? That is current or like old one? Go ahead for both. Favorite games must be like Diablo and Pizza Tycoon. I haven't heard of Pizza Tycoon, so is that just like a management game where you run a pizza shop? I feel you on Diablo though. Is it Diablo 2 you mean? Yes, but with some extra stuff. Cool. I've never heard of Pizza Tycoon. Currently I mostly play Dota 2. Oh. Well, there you go. And Civ, of course. So that's Civ is like, is that Sid Meier made that? And it's the one where like, is that the one where you get like Gandhi and stuff like that? And there's a bug with Gandhi that makes him super aggressive. Cool. I've never played that. It seems cool, but that is a game that seems way too complicated for me. I'm like scared of trying it. I mean, I just assume it is, but I don't know. Ordered bread meets bread. Awesome. Nice B12 coming at you. So it's really fun. You have such a different way of thinking about games. Yeah. Well, especially multiplayer. Oh yeah, could be. Well, I mean, I don't know, maybe it isn't complicated. Is it complicated? But like, Crusader Kings is also super fun. It just makes me anxious to try and pick up a complicated game and not understand it. Looks maybe, and there's a lot you cannot micromanage. It's probably a good thing. It teaches you how to play, yeah. I don't know how I feel about games. Like, yeah, you can micromanage, okay. I don't know how I feel about games, because it's like, I don't think I get super addicted to stuff, but like, if I if I played a lot of games, then I would just like not have any time for anything else. But then I think I waste a lot of time. That's my problem. I think part of the reason I don't play games is because in my mind it's categorized as like a waste of time kind of thing. But something stupid like going on Reddit or watching a YouTube video for 5 minutes, that in my mind is like, oh, that's just a quick break. But then I end up doing it for 2 hours. So I could have just played a game instead, which would have been more fun and more relaxing rather than just wasting my time. No, no. So maybe he'll have to stand over here then. Another idea. Yeah, it's super frustrating. It's so stupid. I feel like I played too many games. You do have you seem to play or like know of a lot of games, Tart. That's good from a game dev perspective. I could easily just play games for the rest of my life. I think if I got into it, my problem is picking up new things. That's why I keep replaying things, because I know what I'm gonna get. I don't have to have a learning curve and stuff like that. That's my biggest problem. Well, problem. I'm not trying to fix it. I don't enjoy learning a new game. So if the game is very easy to learn, or has like a really good teaching system or whatever, then I will like it better. Yeah. It's not nice. There with you. Yeah, I don't like it. Like I think I would like to play a bit more games, because I know what I'm trying to put into this, and it will be cool. And then I know that there are people that are better than me out there that have made some awesome games, that I don't know why I'm not playing them, basically. Seeing I'm nearing 5k gaming hours, I feel a great achievement is coming over me for like 5 minutes, then my mind goes like, fuck, I wasted 5,000 hours of my life. True story. I see what you mean. I would probably, like, I feel like I want to say, no, it's not a waste kind of thing, but if I saw that, I would say that exactly the same thing about myself, so. Partial routes. That's better. Only way to remedy this, play with people who have more hours spent. Yeah, there you go. That's your solution. Beep. Notice since I started my project I haven't played anywhere near as much as normal. That makes sense, because you like, if you have spare time, you want to be putting it into game dev. Still get at least 6 hours out of games a day. Wow. Okay, well we're in different places then. That's hefty. What are you playing right now, what retard? 6 hours are rookie numbers. Playing a bit of Void Bastards. I saw that on Twitter, I think. What is that? And I was also playing Legend of Grimrock. That's cool. Kind of like FTL and System Shock had a baby. Right? I need to. I've watched Let's Plays of FTL, so I think I've got strategy FPS roguelike. Oofed. So I've got like a bit of an image of what FTL is like. I don't know what System Shock is. Strategy FPS roguelike sounds kind of cool. It's FTL, but then you land on your location on the map and raid a ship for loot in first person. That's kind of cool, and it's kind of similar to what I kind of want. I was thinking of doing like FTL, but then having real-time action sequences and stuff. Kind of like FTL meets Motherload, something like that. Was there another meets in there? Not sure. I think there's a lot you could do with that genre. Do you think there's a lot of interest in it? Like, obviously these games probably have it, but like just in general, I don't know. There's lots of roguelikes out there, and I don't know if it's just because it's trendy or because it's like just a really good system. I'd love to make a first-person game about micromanaging an actual ship. Yeah, that would be cool. You're already thinking about the next game? Yeah, I mean, like low-key, not detailed plans. I'm not writing anything down, I'm just brainstorming sometimes. I know what I want to make next. Yeah, what's that? Guy looking at new project idea, unfinished projects, not happy about it. Meme. I love these like really searchable file names. You memed me. I can't believe you memed me. Sort of exploration-based zombie FPS. Survival in there as well, or not? As in like crafting or like food collection and stuff like that. I'm sort of drawn to the kind of I'm drawn to the survival genre as well, like, but the base idea, Don't Starve, did really well. So you have to like branch out from that. And then there's like, and I think there's probably like more specialized versions of the game that just focus on like really insane like crafting and resource collection and stuff like that. So I don't think that's where I would be able to compete. I think the only way I'd be able to compete is to like mash it up with something else that's like really weird. So like survival with like the Motherload FTL kind of thing. VR game, no. I'm not doing that. Definitely want it to be task-based. When you say task-based, what does that mean? I want this really strong focus on atmosphere in it. Well, you'll have to get someone to do some atmospheric music for you then, because otherwise it's not going to work. I'm kidding. Yeah, I mean, atmosphere you're probably going to be able to nail quite easily, because it's so heavily reliant on music. When I say task-based, I mean it's objective-based. You have an objective, you have to do mini games and stuff to complete it. Okay, that's cool. To a VR game where getting more drunk as levels progress and task is to find new beer in some place, that's pretty funny. Although I can see that getting you like super nauseous if you're swaying around in VR. Nah. Nah. When I do this next one, I'm gonna go heavy on modeling characters. Alright. So I'm trying to get good now. If you drink beer in real life, you should be fine in game. It's not like audio waves that can cancel out. I think it probably will just make it worse. But there's only one way to find out scientifically. This does need deeper testing. Especially the drinking part. I report for duty. Break. Let's continue our adventure. What are you working on right now anyway? I'm just doing gnome chats and stuff, basically. So it's for the different like locations where he is. So at the base of the mountain, and then when you've gone up the mountain and that kind of stuff. What is this music? This is Donkey Kong. It is... Made of marble. What else? The reflection of the sun might have blinded me had I not been wearing these beauties. says as he taps the oversized goggles covering his eyes. Tiki Tong's theme. That's not what I wanted. Would you do the new game with the same tools, or is there something you would like to try? I don't know. I'll have to think about that when I get there. I would consider trying Godot, but I'm pretty happy with default so far. So we'll have to see when we get there. Godot is awesome. He'll do it in Unreal. Don't get pussy, write your own engine and assembly. Yes, sir. You should mod the engine and release it as a Calcodot. You guys are on fire. I don't even understand. Is there a level beyond binary? Like, I don't know, making holes in punch cards or magnets or whatever? Electrical impulse signals or punch cards. There you go. That's going real old school. Well, you know, do it right or don't do it at all. So Unforgiving was that every time you punch a hole in the wrong place, you needed to recreate the whole card. Well, just don't make any mistakes then. What? Obviously. When is the companion anime waifus DLC coming out? Nah, we're not doing that. We are making body pillows though. You can get game characters, and then we're gonna make one of me as well, with a built-in fleshlight. Exactly. Who makes mistakes? Humans never. I've never made a mistake. Wonder what it's like. Yeah, premature pugulation there, Tart. Life-size cardboard cutout of the main character. That would be pretty cool though. did I set up the starting position? We are getting character selection though. I was thinking of how to pitch this to the artist because I thought he'd be resistant to having to draw different characters, but he actually came up with the idea himself. He's like, "What do you think?" I'm like, "Yes, let's go for that." Nice when energy is flowing like that in a team. Yeah. We've had some resistances before, so this is much better. I think I need that actually. Speak for yourselves, I hate this team. If you ban me, I'm taking Auto Barrage with me. What are you gonna do? You can't install Fleshlight in Auto Barrage, just so you know. You're gonna eat Auto Barrage. Why don't you use checklists in Trello? Do they have checklists? Oh yeah. Mind blown. Thanks, man. You didn't miss much. I just learned about checklists in Trello. Can I just add all of it? That's pretty cool though. Can I be bothered doing that right now? Because it's not gonna... It is kind of cool to see the percentages. I do like that. Well, I'll find out now. I've been making like just manual checklists like an idiot. Selecting the off-stream items on stream. Yeah, that's me. need to get over, like, I don't like writing on stream, but I need to get over it for a start, and secondly, people don't seem to give a shit, so why should I worry about it? Burgie time, enjoy, watery tart. Don't know how you dev and stream. I don't think I could do it. The answer is poorly. Nah. It's fine. It takes some getting used to, but caramelized onions, I do like that. Oh yeah, I do like this checklist. I do like that it shows how you're doing. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I like the, oh, it's crossing it out, percentage bars. That's working for me. I like it. Nerd alert. Wee woo, wee woo. Nerd here. I know better. I'm in the middle of writing an app to generate family structures and then visualize them. Nice. The accountant and you swooning over checklists. Is this not a universal thing? I thought everybody felt like this. Is the system that you use for messages in the game something built in or something that you made custom? What do you mean by messages? There is something, if you've seen in the code like actual message stuff like this, message.post, then this is built in default. Part that you're working on right now. No, this is called Twine. So if you check out dev info, it's Twine, and then it's got this extension that somebody made that exports stuff into JSON. So like this, and then I just parse this in the editor. So I made a little thing that interprets this, but it's not complicated. So. I've told you I just finished the burger. Good job, you fair wolfed that down, didn't you? But yeah, I was doing dialogue in a spreadsheet before, and it sucked butt. So I'm glad I've moved away from that. By the way, is Cat not home or something? This is pretty late for you. Yeah, she's gone today, and she'll be gone for like a month or something, working. So she'll be back for like a weekend, because we've got a wedding to go to, so she'll be back then, but otherwise I am alone. All alone. One of us. Yeah, she's gonna come back and I'm like, there's just pee bottles everywhere. All the blinds are closed. Up at 4 AM. living that tart life. My vibe sensors telling me I don't want to be there. Cannot get that picture out of my head. What, me sitting in a dark room with pee bottles? I went to bed at 9 AM, I'll have you know. Well, exactly. Doesn't sound... That pee thing is taking a bit too far, but yeah. Not far enough. I don't know what that means, but I'll say it. Stop knocking my pee bottles or I'm gonna throw it at you. Don't know if you'll stay married after that. He's very understanding. I would not. You wouldn't stay married to me. I'm hurt now. No pee-pee talk while I eat my delicious bacon chips. There's no bacon in that. When I come home and the house is full of pee bottles. Well, I mean, you have to have the context that I've been alone for weeks, right? It's not that I produced all these pee bottles in a day. That would be creepy. This is a long accumulation of pee bottles. Satan bacon. Yeah, it's Satan's bacon. I'll explore. Reminds me of the Dave Chappelle R. Kelly skit. I haven't seen that. I have seen that. Have you seen this song R. Kelly did in like Ethiopia at New Year's Eve? How did I never know that happened? He was actually singing. You guys talking about Howard Hughes? You talking to me? I think the next he was talking about the pee bottles. He was singing to like this crowd. He was singing, "Girl, girl, do you have your passport? Have you had your shots? Would you like to come back with Rob to America?" And it's like, and he sings that over and over, and it's like, is this real? If I wave my passport, am I gonna get taken to his weird sex dungeon? It's so bizarre. All the songs are creepy now you know this. Yeah, of course, with like hindsight, it is all pretty creepy. Hit me right in the duty. Is that too weird? I think it is. In the duty bone? Hey, Inner Harmony. If you think peoples are bad, we're killing will straight up be on you. Straightens. Venture beckons. Crumbles. I'm full feels bad. Why does that feel bad? It should feel good. Really full. First world problems, yeah. I'm gonna have some soup soon. Hate when people say that. Now that's a first world problem. When wife leaves soup from a can is on the menu. Excuse me, I've been making stock since 9 in the morning. So you can take that sass and put it in your ass. Some dishwater. Bravery happens, but they are most brave who venture in spite of their fears. So in a way, okay, gnome pokes you with a wrench. I'm more brave than you. Damn, after that I feel like I'm ready to go back to bed. What's your plans for the day? Are you gonna do more dev or stream or anything? And that is the reason why I love Watery Tart forever. Started storming. I'm so happy. Decided to check Twitch. I would be caught in the middle. Why'd you have to go outside or something? Has someone done a cartoon of Watery Tart? We will input us in the game, and Watery Tart will be one of them. Ah, big sneeze. You using VS Code as well? Yeah, I switched recently from Atom. I'm liking it. These are two really nice so far. Yeah. I had to install a Lua extension to get more use out of it, and then I installed an Atom key binding shortcut thing as well, which helps me transition, which is good. What am I looking for here? That look. Gnome pre-dark 3 or 4? That's a bit broken. Okay, so what's wrong with this? Oh, don't know why that wasn't working. What's hitting him? My Tommy! Not his little baby Tommy. I really need to stop eating there. Is it good though? Are you just saying it's too much? Whenever I get their food, it legit takes me out for a day. Oh, that doesn't sound too good. Tasty, but man just puts me in the ground. Tick. Nice. 14% dodge. Pow. It's actually more than that, I think, because there's things I've taken off the checklist that I don't have there anymore. But yeah, that's cool. Release date next month. Hell yeah. I'm feeling it. Alright guys, I'm gonna love you and leave you now. I'm gonna get some delicious broccoli soup in my face. So thank you very much for hanging out. I'm gonna raid somebody. Broccoli soup sounds good. Yeah, I'm pretty pumped. We'll see. Got some nice ricotta cheese to have with it. Thanks for streaming. Thanks for hanging out. Inner Harmony, Danaxi, Watery Tart, whoever else is lurking still. Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. You ruined it there.